Alrighty then. Let me adjust the volume a wee bit. It's been a while. I think it's time to actually stream this. What do we got? There's the... here we go. Probably good there. Okay. New game. I wanted to do a madness run for a while. Okay, hang on. Not necessarily actually choosing that class. I just find it easier to go through the classes on this menu. Alright, so I care about mostly dexterity and faith for this build, I think. Let's see what has a good mix of those. Alright, you've got decent dexterity and faith's not trash. You're better. Where's... Oh, okay, you're pretty high, but I remember this guy starts with a spear, which I don't generally favor, but there's only one weapon in the game that inherently causes madness. So if I care about that, I might end up using a spear anyway, but we'll see. Confessors. Oh, you've got a... Here we go, just 10s and everything. Let me see, 12, 14 versus 10, 16. That's a total of 26 either way. And you... You're 24. But you're level 8. You're level 10. It's basically the same. Well, you're level 7, and you have that combination. So I'd be a little bit ahead if I went with you. But you got the low endurance. You got good vigor, mind, endurance. Actually, you've got pretty good all these things. Let's go with you. And aged. Let's see now. Well, let me just double check one thing on the side. Okay. Keepsake. I usually go with the key or the seed. You end up with plenty later, but let's go with the seed. It gives a nice boost at the beginning. Have more heals. Yeah, look at that handsome boy. He's fine. We're not gonna be seeing our face much anyway. Let's get this epic intro going.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish.
That's just rude.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
Assassination is very impolite.
The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will.
That's a big boy.
Oh, rise now,
Oh.
ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
He's got a lot of ears.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring.
Between what, though? That's the question.
And become the Elden Lord.
The Ring. That's our new version of Praise the Sun. Now I have an item I will never use. Hooray. So foggy. Oops, I almost died already. Oopsie. Yeah. Break everything with my body. Yeah. I like the improvement over the Dark Souls series, how if you're running but you're not in a combat situation, it doesn't drain your stamina anymore. Hi. I'm gonna kick your ass. Or not. Good fight. Almost had him. Game over, I guess. Horse goat.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Yeah, screw the Golden Order anyway. What have they ever done for us, huh? Noticing the stream looks a little darker than my actual screen over here. Let me see if I can turn the brightness up a wee bit. Where is that? Here, maybe? No? Here. Okay. Let's try that. Yep, tutorials, etc. Now, normally you can jump down here and do some tutorial stuff. But I know how to play this game. I don't need that. What kind of scrub do you think I am? Although tutorials are always a good idea to do first time you play a game. But I've played this game like 6 times already. So I can't remember if I can modify my drinky drinks here. Yes, I can. Okay. Also, I can add my extra charge to my flask because of the golden seed I started with. Okay. I'm going to allocate like this first because I don't have any spells yet. Actually, you know what? Yes, I do. Assassin's Approach. Forget what that one does. Ah, yes. That's not bad. You know what? Let's reallocate back to the way it was then. Oops. And there's my catalyst for spellcasting. Okay. Okay. Look at this place. I like how that cliff over there looks like it's leaning slightly to the left. Just the whole landmass is just... yeah. Alright, let's talk to this creepy weirdo over here.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Story of my life, buddy.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Aw.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you, Tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a Tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, Tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Ominous. So yeah, this shiny beam of light coming off of this site of grace here, being that pointing he's talking about. But of course, we've got nowhere else to go, so we had to go this way anyway. That's PvP and multiplayer stuff. I don't even care about that. Alright, we're gonna avoid this guy over here for a while because he will wreck our absolute shit. Well, I do find it funny that they put an optional boss right in front of you. Oh, there he goes. Goatroll.com. I don't know why they do that. Goat spin. That's how they run away from things they're scared of. They just go into a sonic roll. Hello, Gov.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not
I like your back scratcher.
Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
I'll tell you why, because I don't have shit all to buy anything with. Got my equipment and that's it.
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts.
Of course you take your cut. That's how being a merchant works.
Goodbye.
You're not selling at cost. That would be silly. Alright, so we've got nothing to spend right now. I do want that crafting kit and at least one other thing that he sells, though. But there's this cave over here we can explore. It's not up here. That should give us some amount of stuff. Listen to me talking like Twitch and YouTube haven't seen 5,000 Let's Plays of this already. Actually, I should check my shield stats. Physical 100, nice. Ooh, smithing stone. Gotcha. Quickly. There it is. If I remember correctly, I think the crafting kit was 500. Something like that. But he also had something else that he wanted, but I do not at this moment remember what it was, but I remember usually I would buy 2 things from him. So I want a little bit more than 500. But I don't remember what amount. Pardon me, woofers. Bad puppy. Well, so much for that idea. I'll jump down to get you. You jump up at me at the same time. Crack a pot. Those are nice to have. Don't know why they're all cracked, but hey. I'm freaking out. Give me a bones. Rar, etc. What the hell? Like hitting an invisible boulder or something. What else you got, huh? Thanks for wasting time roaring at me. Giving me time to take more shots. your stuff. How do you like that? Alright. Might as well equip that. A little bit of damage reduction from fire. There it is. Whenever you beat a boss, you tend to get one of these teleporters out. Very nice and handy. Alright, now we got 16 to 83. Plus a few more that we're going to earn along the way. Definitely buy whatever it is we want to get from Kale now. Oh, and we can smith our sword up a little bit too. Get out of here, Peggy. Or don't. Runs away for 2 feet and then stops. Not much of a survival instinct on that guy. Alright, buddy. What you selling? What you buying? Actually, I could sell a few things to him.
Wait, weren't you... Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
There's an impressive pack on your ass over there, buddy. Pack ass. Alright, I'm gonna sell these because I never use them. Guess I never use those either, but... Alright, sell 9 of these. They automatically equip them, which I don't entirely like, but oh well. Okay. Crafting kit. Oh yeah, the cookbooks. That's what it was. Holy water pot. Glowstone, cured meat. Bone arrow. Guess I'll take this one. Yeah, okay, sure. I guess this one too.
I'm glad you took my... You've made an egg.
And let's see. Do this once. Okay. Not bad. So I just want to test this healing spell. How strong is it? Not very. But it's okay for now. Let's rest. Let's find ourselves a new place to... A new site of grace to unlock. Wow, 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 wow. Very dramatic. Got nice armor though. Why can't I have some of that? It's okay. I like my look too, though. Shinies. fragment. Basically, I just came across an old ancient ruins and I stole a rock and left. As you do. Okay, let's see. Sneak up on this guy. Uh-oh. Let's secure this guy. They don't have to fight the rest, but just then get one guy out of the way, huh? I hate those tower shield guys. Oh. Well, they're not too bad if you got a decent shield yourself. So you can do that move. Now, was that the guy from around the corner, or was that a different guy? Different guy, okay. I'm stealthy. You don't know I'm here. Wow, 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 wow. There is one guy right here who's kind of scary, though. There he is over there. Yeah, you go away, buddy. Now! You fool! You've doomed me all. This is not good. I forgot they had those horns. Let's see if I can lose them. Uh-oh. Lost the other guys, but I didn't lose the main guy. I want to be able to sneak up on him. I want him to go back to his patrol route. So I can sneak up on him. Okay. See those shinies over there? Another site of grace nearby. Where'd he go? Where did I go, guy? You can't find me. Neener, neener, neener. Now I don't know where you are either. You going back to your patrol route already? Feel nervous not knowing where you are. Oh. That's one of the other guys. I don't know where Big Boy is, but he's not right here. So that's something. Alright, I want to kill off everybody else. And then get him last. Mano a mano. Not sure how far this guy can see. I don't remember if the rain modifies that or not. Yeah, big boy's back to his patrol route. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I need this thing you're guarding. Also, I need your life juices. Thank you. Lord Swan's great sword. Not a bad weapon if you're going great sword style. There's another one of those guys here somewhere. Herba. Over there. I look like I'm impaling myself with my own sword scabbard here. Looks mighty uncomfortable. Here is one of the game's rare blunt items for a dex build. You don't get many of those. I think this guy and the big guy are the only ones left here. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay, we're gonna sneak up on this guy. We can't kill him with one backstab, but we can at least get a good start. A little chunk off his health to start the fight with. And yeah. Then we can do this as well. Haha. Ah. Definitely don't want to fight this guy with everybody else around. God damn it. I could run away and sneak up on him over again, but don't have the patience for that. Ugh, very dangerous, that lad. Okay, now I can go in here and get this without worrying about somebody chasing me in here and cornering me in. Gimme. Ash of War, whetstone knife. The idea of a whetstone in the shape of a knife is interesting. A little, not redundant, but ironic, I guess. Usually you use a whetstone to sharpen a knife. Usually it isn't a knife itself. Yay, Kniffy. And map. Alright. Let's have a rest.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog.
From
I am
beyond the
Melina.
fog. I barely move my mouth when I talk. Got a little something in your eye.
I offer you an accord.
A Honda? Cool.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
I will.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Alright, so let's do this. I will usually put it here. Whee! Ghost, goat, horse, demon, thing. Huzzah! Now, normally, to continue this story and stuff, we're supposed to go this way. There's a whole bunch of neat stuff to do over here instead. I'm going to go this way first because I feel like it. Also, I want to get one of my favorite items in the game that is something you're not typically going to know about the first time you play. But you know what? I'll change my mind. I want to put this up here. That's what I used to do. Alright, there's a couple of things I want to get off in this direction.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
Yes, I can. I need to remember exactly which piece of shrubbery you are, though.
Yeah, you there? Stop
I think you're this one.
pretending you can't see me. What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along.
Who did that to you, eh?
Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. and so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
A mushroom? Gee, thanks.
Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
It's alright, buddy. You don't need to go back there. You're a sweet boy all on your own. Guess there's a bug sometimes Torrent doesn't show up. I don't know why that is. Ooh. Eh. Determination. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Oh, that's a scary boy. We're not fighting you. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm going the right way right now. I think it's this way. There's two different things I want to get over here. And one of them is taking advantage of a trap to get something cool. No, I should be down there, shouldn't I? Excuse me. Coming through. Probably shouldn't be teasing the bats. That's okay, though. Ooh, might as well tag this Grace while we're here. There's a fella to talk to over there, which starts a quest for us. Might as well start that while we're here.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree. You've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but, no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished.
Rude.
Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
What a weirdo.
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye?
Yes?
My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebration
You're not that
will
big.
be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval.
So hard on your buddy, not that large. Heyo. Alright, back to the original plan. There, that building over there. That's where I'm going. Or at least it's the first of the places I'm going. Took me forever to find this thing on my first playthrough. I just completely missed it. But this right here is why you want to find it. Well, part of the reason why you want to find it. This is the big reason. Flask of wondrous physic. Flask. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is a configurable potion. Mix wondrous physic. So you can equip 2 different effects. I only have 1, but you can equip 2 to determine what this thing does when you drink it. Also, talk to Melina.
Spoken echoes linger here.
Melina.
Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you. Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Man, Marika sounds rude. I don't think I can level up yet.
Let my hand rest. Share them with me.
No. Alright, equip movement. It's already equipped. Okay, good. So I can only use it once, unlike my Crimson Tears, but... Oh yeah, I should get this while I'm here, too. Get the map for the zone. Excuse me, sir. Actually, this way would be better. Ah, bears. Gigantic bear. Okay, do not fuck with these bears. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Those bears are ridiculously strong. Like, to an unfair degree. The contrast between the strength of them and everything else around them is just insanely huge difference. Your runes. So sometimes when you get an enemy group like that, you get a little flask refill for killing them all, which is nice. Okay, this is the fort the guy wants me to take over. I don't want to do this right now, but I am going to at least tap this grace over here, so I can teleport back in later. Where I really want to go is up to that bridge in the distance over there. We're gonna get ourselves some passive health regen early in the game. That'll save us a lot of potion uses. Well, I should also ransack these graves while I'm here. Rude. Very rude. That's the risk of fighting on horseback, is you're very easy to stun. Alright. This isn't why I came out here, but, you know. Might as well grab some goodies while we're on the way through. I think there's a jumpy point up here. If I remember correctly. Which I guess I don't need a jumpy point, because I don't need to go all the way to the top of that cliff. I just want to go through here. Alright, we've got a juke. Dodge that ballista. Now, if I remember correctly, this area here, back when they were doing a network test before the game came out, they let people play the game a little early to test the network functionality. And I think it was this area down here that you played as rather than the actual starting area. I didn't play it myself, but that's what I heard from people. Oh. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to talk to you. Because you have a quest, and I remember what happens with your quest, and I don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to not. Excuse me, gentlemen. I want that. Thank you. Strip of white flesh. Who doesn't want a little bit of raw crab meat, you know? Alright, now. Yeah, this way. Whiff. Whiff. Alright. Got that one. We're maybe halfway there. On our little journey. Discovery. I think we have a jumpy point down here somewhere. There it is. So go whee! It's a hell of a jump pad. Also, another side benefit, we're going to get a few extra sacred tears along the way by doing this. Which makes our healing potions stronger. I don't need to kill these guys, I just feel like it. screw him anyway. Am I right? Oh, that reminds me. Item crafting. Raisins. Oops. And I will equip raisins over here. There. I can use those to heal Torrent if he takes damage and needs to pick me up. Alright, let me see if I can see my destination from here. Kind of. That little nub right above my head, way over there on that hill over there. It's a guard tower with a trap in it. And that trap is going to get us some cool treasure. Ironically. That's our ultimate destination here. There is one more church to visit along the way, I think. Oh. That was a longer fall than I had intended, but we're okay. You can actually tolerate a lot of fall damage in this game. It's kind of nuts. I guess they don't have very strong gravity here. Hello, giant walking mausoleum. How are you doing today? That's just a normal everyday sight, right? Totally normal. So party ass bitches. Alright, that's enough of that. You guys aren't even worth that much. Screw you. And you. Okay. Yeah, the fort's a bit more visible now. Gotta get in there. Survive doing so. Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to fall prey to your trap. Oops. Too bad I can't use this thing. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, what's treasures in here? Whoopsie. Rude. Now, this thing teleports us to a part of the map that we're not supposed to be in for a long, long time. Long-ass time. We're way out of our league up here, but we can yoink something and get out of here. So we are way up here. But if you ever get caught by one of these teleporter traps, as soon as you find a grace to rest at, that will reset the trap and you'll be able to teleport again. But you have to rest at it. So I could teleport right out of here if I wanted to. Okay. Let's see, I'm up to +3. Actually, you know what? I'm going to spend some tears, or some runes while I'm here. Let's boost dexterity. Dexterita. Alright. Now we gotta go tease this big boy. Excuse me, sir. I'm here for this item over here. You can't stop me. That's one of the best talismans in the game. And we do not have stand a chance of killing this guy. Look at this. Look at his health bar. Barely moved. That's okay. We've accomplished our mission. We'll rest at this to stop him from being aggro. Alright, let's equip that glorious glorious good boy here. Slowly restores HP. So as long as we have this equipped, we are slowly regenerating our health all the time. Which is actually kind of broken this early in the game. Now we're going to go back and do stuff down here, like we're supposed to. But again, we're not going to go fight the boss that this thing wants us to fight. Because he is very strong, and we are not. But we can get strong. In fact, you can skip this boss for a long, long time. And I plan to. Instead, we're going to go mess around in this swamp. Because there's a mine down here. Which we get a lot of smithing stones from. Oh yeah, I forgot about the thing. Hold on. A lot of times these elevator shafts will have little secret hidden things along the way down. See? Oh, I should have checked in that one. Golden Rune 4. That's pretty good. Actually. Yeah. Let me go back up one more time because I missed the first one. Ah. So, well, screw it. I don't want to keep going back and forth. Probably missing something amazing, though. Who knows? You know what, actually, though? Might be really useful to have a torch in here. max 18. Do not have that. Alright, let's just see how well I can fight these guys. These guys are highly resistant to damage that's slashing or piercing. The most annoying thing about them is that your sword just bounces off of them. Like, you can stun yourself with light attacks on these guys. Like that. It doesn't even hurt them very much. We can do this. Haha. Repeated jump attacks. It's a good way to cheese them. Take a look at that health regen here. So let me see, where's my health? Okay, at the top. Yeah, I think it's 2 hit points per second. Which adds up after a while. How good of a workers' comp they get? They get to stop working when they're dead. That's how good their workers' comp is. You see, look, I've got my health regen already. Ow. You can see how long I can go through this playthrough before I fight Margaret. Those boxes stop you from backstabbing this guy. Yeah, Marge Simpson. Homer. There's only Mirge. 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 Yeah, I'm gonna have like a +9 weapon or more before I fight Marge. I'm in no hurry. You skip right past Marge for most of the game. I guess there's no goodies on this little elevator. Getting out of there before I get backed into a corner. Rude. Arrgh. Hey, Luca, do you ever use this, this health regen medallion? Love this thing. Especially early in game, it's amazing. Get everything here? Yeah. Now this elevator is sneaky though. it's got that right there. That's right. The rest of you heard nothing. Love that extra force you get out of the jump attack so that you can keep staggering them. Oh, that's why. It's not that they didn't hear me attack that guy, it's just that everybody hated him. So they just let it happen. That makes sense. Excuse me, sir. Some of that, you jerks. Who needs a blunt weapon in here anyway? Not this guy. Oops. Too soon. Out of stamina. Nothing. Oh, something here, though. Here. And here. Alright, let's see how badly things go with this boss. With this boss. You're a big guy, ain't you? Ugh. Whoop. Too far away. And their tantrum. Ow. Ah. Got me. You tried seeing how Resident Evil 4 would work on your PC, Luca? Well, what's the results? You gonna tell me how it went? Alright, we're gonna risk this. If I get killed waiting for the elevator, then goodbye runes. You can play it but not stream it? Well, at least you can play it, right? Alright, so this time I should send the elevator back up. Before I go into the fight, just in case I die again. What do you mean you may default to the PS4 version? You just said you don't know if you're going to bother with it. Make up your mind, Luca. Come on, man. Whoa. Amazed that his first stomp missed. Ah. Really lost track of you there. Slice out of your butt. I need to get away from that wall, please. Ah, I forgot about that part. You just nicked me with the edge of that one. Ooh. Ah. Whoa, that was close. Uh-oh. There was the flurry. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Thank you for the medallion I will never use. I just wanted the runes. Really. His ass is flatter than Miley Cyrus. That's pretty flat. His ass is flatter than the oif. Hey yo. Alright. Now I could really use a spot to spend some runes before I die again. Get some more dexterity. Oh, I'm very close to another one. Hold on. should do it. Hello, Larson. Argle bargle to you as well. Yeah, see you later, Luca, and good luck doing things today. Alright, let's see. Some goodies in the swamp, aside from what I just did. This will be a little less dangerous. Also, I need to smith my weapon up at some point. Sunflower. Also, there's some other shit happening in this swamp that I do not want to get into right now. So I am not going to the center of the swamp yet. If you know, then you know. You know? But I do want to go to the ruins on the edge of the swamp. Over there. I don't want to piss off that crab. You don't know, Larson? Well, I'll show you on my way out of the swamp. How's that? Now, there's 2 treasure chests in this ruin. One of them is a trap. And I don't remember which one that one is. But I think it's possible to dodge away from the mist unless they've patched that. I think this one might be the trap, but I'm not 100% sure. This player looks a little bit too much like, hey, there's something here, come and get it, you know? And unlike the trap I already jumped onto willingly, this one doesn't really have anything I want in it. Strong dog. You know that? You're way too fluffy. Let me see. See if I can find the more hidden staircase. Freaking dogs. They're so good at interrupting you. Alright, so there's an actual ruins icon on the map for these places. I've learned that whenever you find a ruin marked on your map, it always has one treasure chest in it, somewhere. And if you don't see it anywhere, that just means it's hidden. Now this one has 2 staircases, because one of those treasure chests is a trap that does not have any actual treasure in it. But there's one that does. And it's here. I think this is the real treasure one. Yes. The twin blades, I forgot about those. This is kind of neat. I wonder if I should use that rather than beefing this sword up. Because this sword's alright, but it's not a dexterity weapon, and I'm going for a dexterity build. Because I feel like it. Dex 18. Well, I'm at 15. No, I'm at 16. Okay. So I'm not going to beef up this broadsword anymore. I'm going to beef this up. But I need to level up 2 more times to be able to use it. Okay, Larson. I am now going to show you why one should not go into the middle of the swamp here. Until you are feeling stronger and more confident, that is. I'm not feeling like either one of those things. I'm going to get the fuck out of here once this happens. But here's the reason why. Hey guys, what's going on over here? What's that sound? Oh, fuck. Bye. Goodbye. And hello.
Hello.
You were the first one to vote on this, weren't you?
I believe so. Although, to be honest, I don't even really know what I was voting for. I know very little about Elden Ring.
I don't know if anybody did. Somehow I
you're
knew the Madness route was going to get the unanimous vote, though.
When I saw the only playthrough I've seen of this, I think it was like one of Soup's videos, and he was doing the one where he's running around practically naked with just a pot on his head.
Oh, he's doing one of those.
Yeah. So I think that sounds like madness.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do this thing next. So, the game has a number of different effects you can get on your weapons. Like, I basically listed 3 of them. Like, there's spells and weapon effects that can do fire damage or lightning damage. Yeah. There's also status effects such as like poison or sleep or things like that. And one of those status effects or bleed, and one of them is called madness. So basically what madness does is there's only one weapon in the game that can cause it, but there's a bunch of spells that can cause it. So what'll happen is if I have a spell that causes a madness effect and I use it on enemies, there'll be a bar. I won't be able to see the bar on them. But like if somebody does it to me, I'll have a status bar building up at the bottom.
Yeah.
If the bar fills up, then the status takes effect. Yeah. So if I can make the if I can make the madness effect take effect on the enemy, then what will happen is they will lose a bunch of health, and they will also get stunned for a little while. Like they'll basically reel from it and be unable to move as chaotic fire starts shooting out of their eyeballs. It's really very dramatic, actually. Oh, yeah. And I've never really played with it before, so I figured I would do a run based on that. And it has its own ending that goes with it.
Yeah.
Anabithian. Is this my first Elden Ring run? It is not. It is my first time streaming it, though. But I've finished the game like 5 times already.
Oh.
I've done a bleed... I did a build where I was dual-wielding daggers with bleed effects on them, which was very strong.
Yeah.
And I did the despair ending, which was like a plague bringer ending. I've beaten the game with a giant hammer type of build. I've done dual whips, which was very silly, but actually strangely effective. Dual-wielding whips. That's just feels ridiculous, but it works. I've done a sorcerer playthrough. And I've done a generic, like, sacred weapons sort of cleric run through, but I never actually beat the game with that. I'm stuck on a late game boss. Because he's very, very resistant to the type of damage I do, unfortunately. You don't remember the name of this setting, Larson? That's because this setting doesn't have a proper name. It's called The Lands Between. We don't know between what, though. How about you, Abyssian? Have you played this? Alright, what I was going to do, before I got sidetracked by that loot, was... Oh yeah, in these ruins there's a staircase and a boss. I was going to do that. You did remember the Lands Between? That's the only name this place has. Alright, are we all ready to fight some angry flowers? Nature strikes back. Oh, no thanks. I don't want your lasers.
Laser. Doesn't like the pew pew.
Right.
You don't like the pew pew.
Alright, you see that bar there? That's one of those status bars I was talking about. That's a poison bar.
Oh.
If that fills up, then I'll start taking damage over time.
Yeah.
And then at that point the bar will slowly drain. Not like it is now, but it'll turn a slightly different shade of green, and then it'll slowly drain out.
Yeah.
And when it finishes draining out, the poison is over.
It's slightly. Like, I was playing RuneScape. If something poisons you, and there's a couple of things that can.
Ugh.
If you take poison damage, it used to be, and I remember this. You take poison damage, it like takes health away, but it will eventually stop.
Yeah.
I guess your body works the poison. No, not anymore. You take poison damage, it
doesn't stop on its own anymore?
Yeah, it'll, if you don't do something to treat it, it will eventually kill you. Now, if you have an anti-poison potion, as I have, in fact, I'm at the level I can make like the 3rd tier anti-poison potion, so the tiers affect how long the effect lasts for, and thus it not only cures any poison, but will give you prevents it for a certain amount of time.
That's useful.
And the higher the level, the longer the immunity.
Very nice. Ah! At that time I didn't even have to build up because it just got a big spooge in the face all at once.
So that can be a hazard, especially if you're not paying attention, as I sometimes do when I'm multitasking. I click on one window or tab, and then I come back to it. It's like, oh, here I am back in home base with hardly any weapons or armor because I died.
Alright, I need a grace. There should be a grace point in the area I can rest at to get rid of this poison effect because I don't have any poison cures right now.
Ooh.
I don't think I can make them. I haven't found any. I know there's a... Where's I think there is? Hold on. I think there's one around here somewhere. I know I get one when I beat the boss, but I think there's another one. So it's sort of nearby. You haven't beaten it yet, Yo Obsidian? What kind of build are you playing? Like, what kind of stats and weapons and abilities do you like? Vagabond's a pretty good class to start with. I started with Confessor because I'm planning to do dexterity and faith type stuff. It's not a grace as close as I want there to be. Guess I'll use this. You do get a lot of variety out of faith builds because you've got lightning spells, you've got frenzy spells, you've got fire spells, you've got just the regular golden spells. You got the dark spell type of stuff later. Can I level up? Yes. Overall, I find strength builds to be the most powerful usually, because strength tends to go well with the blunt type of weapons, and there are very few enemies in the game that can resist damage from blunt weapons. Although there's some enemies that blunt is really the only thing that works well on. So if you're going with that build all the time, then you're just always ready for them. Like, I already fought a bunch of guys. I don't know. I know you weren't in voice chat yet at the time, Blasphemy. I didn't know if you caught any of me in the mines fighting the trolls.
Yeah.
They're tough because they resist damage from the sword I've got. Spiked Cesti? Oh, that's nasty. Actually, when I was playing my dual daggers build, I had to buy a Cestus at one point because the final boss of the game is highly resistant to knife damage, so I needed to get something blunt to fight him. So I bought some Cestus and then leveled that up. Ow. Okay, see that status there is bleed. Because he's got a spiky weapon. What happens with bleed is if that fills up, it's not the same as poison, which does damage over time. But bleed, when it fills up, the bar just goes away totally. Like, it just has a one-time effect and then it's gone. Like madness. But with bleed, you just take a huge chunk of damage and then that's it, and it's back to the start again. It can be very nasty, though. Mostly because of this guy's weird helmet. If I hit the helmet, like if my attack hits him in the head rather than the rest of the body, it'll basically just bounce off his helmet and he'll take very little damage at all. Thankfully, I have a weapon that has a low swing arc and it isn't intersecting with his head. But if you fight this guy with a weapon that's more of a top-to-bottom chop attack, you're gonna have a hard time. Hey, it's possibly Tony. How are you today? Alright. Now, this site is of interest to anybody who might be intending to play a sorcerer type of character. Because inside of here, we have this lady.
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? Really? It's not every day I meet a Tarnished just milling about.
Well, you haven't met a player character before then. We're constantly just fiddle fucking around. Alright, let me just double check here. What do I need to level? 1882. Alright, I'm gonna teleport over to Kale. Because here's a tip for people who are new to this game. We have these golden rune items that we can use as consumables to get rune points. Right? We got, you know, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 versions, whatever. It doesn't tell you how much you get, though. But you can sell them to a merchant, and you'll get the full value of them as if you would use them, and except that it'll tell you how much you're going to get.
Right.
So that's handy. Also, hello.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed.
Why do you have a mushroom on your head?
Looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee.
That was a very cool hat.
To the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
I'm very curious about the inside lining of that hat, though. It looks like she just hollowed out a big mushroom or something.
Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
Everyone's favorite transhumanist mass murderer, yep. When you hear people talking about their favorite Elden Ring waifus, this lady tends to be on the top of a lot of people's list.
And a mad posh for hats.
Calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to
the description tells you, no it does not. It does in the store, but not in your inventory.
To do with as thou wishes.
Unless there's a second level of description I haven't looked at. Like normally, like right here it doesn't tell me, but I guess if I do this, okay, if I look at the more detailed description it tells me. But it doesn't tell you on this screen. Still, it's easier to just go to a store.
I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the 2 fingers?
There's your 2 fingers right there.
Wait, well, you're back.
Yeah, I just like doing it here because you just have it right here. In fact, I could probably get multiple levels here. I'm gonna sell everything I've got. And these, because I don't plan on using glintstone stuff. It's normally not necessarily a good idea to just sell tons of stuff all at once, regardless of... Actually, no, I'm going to keep that. But early in the game, level ups don't cost so much. But later on, like, you might get to a point where your level ups cost a lot of XP. Or runes, or whatever you want to call it. And selling everything you've got might only get you halfway there. At that point, there's no point in doing that, because you might just die and lose it all. So later on, I'll usually just sell items to top myself up if I can, when necessary. But this is early in the game, so screw it. I'll just go ham on it. Let's see. What else do I want to level up? Faith, obviously. Arcane to 10, maybe. Take a bit of vigor. And let's talk to Melina. Good night, Lawson. Thank you for saying hello. Hopefully your flight home works better than your flight out did.
Aura is the grace of the Earth Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also, I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace.
Yes, we know about this already. You hush your face, lady. Okay, now. Now we can use the Twin Blade. It'll do a teeny bit less damage per hit right now, but we can two-hand it. Actually, you know what? I might as well just do that. I don't need this shield anymore. We're gonna go Darth Maul on these people. Okay, I will need a few more points later to... Oh, hold on, let me double check the numbers here. Okay. I have enough stones to level this up like 3 times, and I'm probably gonna need like 2,000 runes.
Wait, well, you're back.
I don't know if I've got enough stuff to sell to get that. You guys should have leveled up one less time. I'll do it later. That's the nice thing about the fast travel. I can just teleport back here basically whenever I want. Alright, so... where else should I go to get some goodies? Oh, let's do this fort over here. I ran across this NPC earlier who wanted me to retake his fort. It had been overrun by lunatics. Let's do that now. I should be able to handle that. Might be a little tough, but doable. Excuse me, everybody. Also, we get a golden seed, which is nice to have. Alright. You, sir. I've used Twin Blades a little bit before, but not a whole lot, so... this seems like a fun opportunity. If you bleed the knight, you get a surprise. Oh, what is it? I've never done that. And I don't have any bleed effects currently, so I'm not going to be doing it now. What's the surprise, Abyssian? Ding, 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 ding. Ah, right in the spleen. This guy didn't even notice. You can get the recipe for bleed items in the castle. You're not telling. Ah. You tease. Guess I'll have to look it up later. these guys are so nasty. This is not a combination of people I like. I wish there was friendly fire between these two. Knight has the Lord of Blood exaltation buff when anyone near him bleeds. So it's not if you bleed him, it's if you bleed, if you get bled, or is it, or does he bleeding count towards his own buff? I guess you yourself count as somebody who is near you, right? That sounds like a nasty surprise. You know what? I'm not gonna sit down here fighting you guys while I'm being bombed. Let's get rid of this freaking guy first. Eh. This, ow. And this guy. And this guy. My wimpy little heel. If anyone bleeds at all, doesn't matter who it is, eh? Yeah, that sounds about right. What does that buff do to that he gets there? Excuse me, sir. Ah. Ah. Dodged too soon. Gotcha, sucker. Increases attack? Yeah, that sounds about right. He gets way too excited by blood. Alright. Now let's get our goodies up here. Oops. I'll have to get that cap back later. Take that. Left half of the Dectus medallion. Okay, I don't think there's anything over here, but let me just double check in case we're remembering wrong. Oh, no, there is a thing. Okay. Smithing stone. Well, I'll take it. I didn't go into this room yet because I was running away from people with fire bombs. me see. Cookbook 6. Is that the one we were talking about? Wait. Where the hell are my cookbooks? Here. Yeah, that's the blood stuff. Okay. I don't know if I'll be using it, but might as well take the thing. Alright, so that quest is complete. Sorry, teleport closer to Kenneth? Yeah, let's just teleport back to him. Give him the good news, and he'll give us a knife. Knife I might actually use later, because it's a faith knife. Faith, the faith, the faith, the...
Good to know we're on. I don't know you got the reference.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath.
Got to have faith, the faith, the faith, the...
Catcher, my thought. Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Thanks, buddy. Yes, that's a dexterity and faith knife. It's not super strong right now, but our stats aren't great, and it hasn't been leveled up. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but I might. Depends. If I can find another faith-based dagger later, then I might just do double knives or something. But I have done that before, though, and I haven't done twin blade as much. So I might stick with this. Okay, let me think. What else do I want to do right now? We can go to Box Cave. Yeah, let's do that. We met a guy earlier that wanted to help us out.
Yeah.
But if we go to the cave that he was promising to sneak into, we'll find that he's been caught and beaten up. So we can help him instead.
You go into a cave with a sign over there that says free candy. Like, seems legit.
At least it's not a van.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, look at boy. Strong looking boy.
You want a popsicle?
I got video games in the basement. I want a clock, Mr. Herbert.
Yeah, we got this invisible thing over here too. I forget what it drops. Yeah, stamp sweep. I don't really care about that, but yeah, I can sell it. So people are always tempted to try to chase that invisible thing around, but it's as fast as you are, so you can never catch up with it.
Right.
You got to figure out what its route is, and then just stand there and wait for it. Excuse me, sir. I want your butterflies. Ooh, you got a helmet. Yeah, you can actually level up a lot before you go and fight the next boss. It's crazy. Actually, here, I'll show on the map. So, there's this gatehouse here with a little path that leads to the entrance to this castle over here, and there's a boss barring the way in. And it feels like, well, that's the end of this section. You know, you're supposed to fight him to continue onwards, but You can actually sneak around the side here and just go past the edge of the castle and get into the next zone that way. Which is what I always do, because that guy's kind of strong. But I might as well sneak past him and strengthen myself up before I go back and fight him. I guess technically you never actually have to fight him. But, you know, it's nice to get him out of the way. Plus he gives you a nice item. He gives you something called a talisman pouch that allows you to equip more talismans. And there's only 3 of those available in the whole game, so they're very important to get. And here's our cave. We'll come back to that in a second, though, because there's some other stuff we can check out down here. There's a merchant here. I don't want what he's selling, but he's there. Actually, I don't think there's anything else important down here. So I'm just going to head into the cave, and I think I can get my level ups on my sword now, too. No horsey allowed in the cave, though. There's our sweet boy. You okay, buddy?
Oh. What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once.
Yeah, Bessie, I'm talking about Margit.
They'll rush you and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me.
I like to power up before I fight him.
Oh. What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once.
Alright, before we do this... Oh, I have to go back outside before I'm allowed to teleport. You can't teleport out of a cave unless you've been through the cave and beaten the boss first. What am I drinking? It's just carbonated water with a little bit of lime flavoring to it. It's not actually colorful, it's just that the bottle's blue. It's being sneaky. Carbonated water is good for soothing the throat when you're talking a lot, though. Okay. Ooh, I'm 27 short for another level. Okay, hang on. I got one of these. Alright, there we go. Twin Blade +3. Do I even have +2 stones yet? Only one of them. Okay. Well, Twin Blade's as strong as I can make it right now. It does look a little Kool-Aid-ish, doesn't it? Because of the bottle. Alright. Time to go fight Bach's family. Maybe I should have bought that torch, actually. Oh well. We'll muddle through.
Somebody was putting on Twitter, show me your frequently used GIFs section.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you try to put a GIF response on Twitter, they will actually there will be a thing that says frequently used.
Right.
And it says, which one to say at you? I went there. And interesting ones. I know the ones that do this with me. One has the one from Dr. Evil. How about no? One has the one from Pulp Fiction. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Frickin' Willy Wonka, stop, don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the hand pouring out the hand with the malt liquor pouring out one for the homies. At least one Ric Flair gif in there.
Woo, quote unquote.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best thing going.
Bach, your family's not very friendly. Also, I forgot to equip my summon ability. Could have been useful here. Hold on.
I got one other person on Twitter. She's gonna be doing a stream like around in an hour from now. Maybe she'll be on when you can raid her.
Maybe. I summon ghost wolves.
What should we do? Let's see.
Nice. Tailoring tools and a sewing needle. Get him. Before I go through, I'm not going to take the exit here because this cave keeps going. There's somewhere else we can go through here. There we go.
Hey, where in the world? I'm looking at right now Luca's avatar for Twitch.
Uh-huh.
Where on earth did he get that picture?
It's Jinx from League of Legends.
Oh, okay. that like derp face.
Yeah, she's kind of a Chaos Goblin character. So yeah, for the longest time, I always used to wonder how to get out of this island, and it turns out it's through that cave. Church of Dragon Communion. Which is something I don't intend to do on this character, but here it is. You can get dragon powers in this game. So basically you get spells that emulate dragon breath. Of different elemental types, and also a few other things like a claw attack or a tail attack. I might do a dragon build someday, just to have a different experience playing through the game, but that's not this character's thing. Alright, Buck. Got a present for you.
What are you doing here?
Give the sewing needle.
Is that what I think it is? You got it back for me. My sewing needle.
Here you go, bud.
What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old Mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
Nope.
Thank you. You're very kind. I always wanted to be a seamster like my mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
No, sir. So the next time we see him, he can alter some of our clothes for us because we have this option at the thing now that we found our own sewing kit. We've got alter garments. Some of our things can be altered. Which, as it turns out, just means you can take various pieces of chest armor and you can either add or remove a cape from them. Which, the cape adds to the armor effect a little bit, but also adds to the weight. So you can choose if you want more protection or less weight. Also, Melina wants to talk. What's up, girl? Another top waifu from this game for people.
Searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the oak tree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose.
I don't mind if you're not a maiden anymore.
I was thinking, but then for that reason, I'm no maiden.
Can level it.
Your runes to strength.
I don't think I
Let
can.
my hand rest upon you.
Finger maiden for those who hadn't achieved the hand maiden status yet.
Now they have this weird obsession with fingers in this game.
Hey,
it's very strange.
Finger.
Let me see. What else shall we do right now? There's an optional boss we can fight here, but I don't really feel like it, honestly. Well, I could go mess around down there, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that. So I kind of zoomed through this place earlier, but now let's actually get some stuff done here. Actually, screw it. I'll talk to this person. We'll do this quest. It's not a very happy quest, but my ending of the game's not going to be very happy either, so we might as well go on this... Start down the road of madness now.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard...
It's probably because of that thing you're wearing over your eyes.
My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay.
He secreted you?
He says it's his
gross.
duty as commander. I fear for father's life. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father at the castle? My soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you, dearly. Then please, take this. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
Alright. The servants are full wrath.
Roth?
They're full of wrath and gumption.
Okay, Roth is an IR, so they have good IRA.
I don't get it.
A Roth IRA. It's exactly how it differs from other like retirement accounts.
Ah.
Roth IRA is an individual retirement account that offers tax-free growth and tax withdrawals in retirement. As long as you own your account for 5 years, you forget.
Buying or selling?
Huh.
Wee.
I mean, it's...
So now I've got this great turtle shell that serves as a shield. Gives you stamina regen.
I mean, right now I have a guided IRA, which I use from taking the 4K from my previous jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically, you put it in there and your money gets invested to make more money.
That's what investing is, yep.
Right. And, but usually, as opposed to one where I make all the decisions where the money gets invested, we have financial experts doing that, of which I am not one.
Yeah. I got one of those
So
set up too.
Make a better decision with how to have my money increase.
Mm.
But anyways.
Yeah, I've got a thing set up with this place called Investors Group.
Don't put it in no Dogecoin or nothing, or whatever what the call those.
No crypto, please.
Unless it's the food. Always goes up in value.
Literally up.
Had to weigh.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite. It was like a Batman, Superman comic, and at one point where they were visiting the Fortress of Solitude, and there's Crypto guarding the door. And he's looking back and like, you have your dog guarding the fortress, and you have your butler guarding the cave.
Kind of.
Kind of.
It's a little on the nose, though, isn't it? Having your dog guard the house.
Yeah. I was like the one that was... It's in the original comic, and then it's in the animated movie of it, was... where, you know, Superman's Fortress of Solitude for the longest time basically had this gigantic key, right? Now, of course, something so big is something only Superman could pick up and use. And that had a big-ass lock in the front. Later, he had, what's a regular-sized house key for a regular-sized lock, and Lois being a little bit less secure. He puts it on the ground and he says, well, why don't you try it? She tries to pick it up and obviously can't. He says, crafted it out of dwarf star material. Again, something only he can pick up.
I think the giant one was funnier, though.
No, yeah, that's been a huge prop, almost like the gigantic penny in the bat cave.
Yeah. I don't remember where the other one of these guys is. There's another turtle around here that needs killing. Don't remember where it was. I might have to do that off camera sometime rather than just running around getting nothing done.
Yeah.
For half an hour. But if I can find the third turtle, I can get into this tower, which will allow me to find an item that lets me have more spells prepared at once. Very useful. Not that I have a lot of spells right now, but, you know, preparing for the future.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's time to investigate this strange gravity anomaly. That's an interesting ability this guy's got. So these guys are mining. They're mining out basically rocks from comets that landed here.
Yeah.
And they have gravity magic.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you saw, that guy drove his pickaxe into the ground.
Yeah.
And when he pulled the pickaxe out of the ground, it had a giant chunk of stone attached to it, and he turned it into basically a big hammer.
It's not dissimilar to, well, there's a part in RuneScape where you can mine falling stars, which are meteorites, and you can usually track them, like if you have at a construction level.
Ow.
Your player-owned house can put. Oh, ouch! If you've got a telescope in your house, you can actually look through it and you can say next out where and when the next falling star will hit. And you go there, and you just work it with your pickaxe, and you get stardust. You take a special trader to swap for different materials. Maybe it's almost like a
Sometimes they mess up the, they mess around with the timing of their swing so that you dodge just slightly too early.
Yeah.
I think I'll leave him alone, but I'll go back and get my runes back.
Yeah.
Alright, let's actually go to Castle Morn now.
Yeah. I mean, the main reason for stuff you trade in for, a couple of the things there are mining boosters, for when you're mining regular ore, and smaller things, much as the way when you get the unidentified minerals in the mining guild mines. You can trade them in. Like both things, you can trade them in. You can get packs of soft clay, which you can use for crafting stuff, or bags of random gems, which you come out of there uncut, and you could cut them and either craft them into other jewelry, or, as I do now, since I've got so many of them, take them to a gem trader and sell them for big cash.
They give you a blind bag, do they? Loot boxes?
I mean, like, it says it's 40 gems of a random type. Now, you're most likely, it's going to have a greater number of lower level gems like sapphires and emeralds. But you would have some rubies, few rubies, and maybe even diamonds in there.
Yeah. That's how these things tend to go.
I mean, like I said, some of that stuff is just... You can also, like, one thing you trade for Stardust is a star ring, which you can fill up with charges, which give you a mining boost to get, like, maybe extra ore each time you mine via ore rocks.
Have a spicy little tantrum.
Eva! Timber!
Luckily, he was already damaged before we arrived, so...
Yeah, so that didn't take much.
I think he was down to like a third of his normal health before we even showed up.
No.
Presumably from guarding the place from other people. Maybe these people?
So those are the players or NPCs?
No, it's just NPCs.
Oh, so
There's
it's
just a lot
set up.
of... FromSoft does a lot of, like, subtle storytelling where it's like you come across this guy, he's down on his health, but he's very strong, and then around him there's a bunch of dead knights.
Right.
So you kind of presume that this was related to each other or something, maybe. Or maybe they were just killed by the uprising that's happening in this castle, and he was damaged by other people, maybe.
That's Lord, lady bad.
Because there's some shit going on in here. The peasants are revolting, I know, they're also attacking us.
That's the old... the peasants are revolting, also under attack.
Yep.
Okay. People can't get up, but these mangy dogs can get up there just easily. You didn't mind them.
Exactly. Dogs in FromSoft games are vicious little bastards.
Yeah, you just don't have them. Sometimes you do get, like... There's a couple of places, if you're not high up enough combat level, you'll get attacked by guard dogs in a couple of places, and then a lot of the times, I've still at places where on the wild, where wolves will attack.
Yeah, this place look familiar at all? You like this crest? Feels a little Warhammer Fantasy, doesn't it?
A little, kind of. And, then there is the stray dog, which is kind of skinny and has some bare patches and fur on the side. They don't do anything except just follow you around. That's it. Now you can do some things. In one quest, you actually have to do something where you have to, like, feed it for it to lead you to something. Where other times you can, like, immediately left clicking on it will have the shoo function where you'll just, you know, like you blow a raspberry at him and he whimpers and backs away.
Get out of here. Shoo. Yeah. Definitely some weird looking servants having a rebellion in here. Oof. We got comboed. Ugh. So these critters are called misbegotten.
Yeah.
They're all kinds of weird, mutated critters. Gesundheit.
I don't know. I started. There's that choking on air.
Air's dangerous.
Like
Too much of that stuff will kill you.
For no reason, like expecting a dust ball from out of the air. I don't know.
Swallowed the wrong way.
They didn't swallow. It just started coughing. Like the air is what's choking.
And I almost died again just because of him. Friggin' dogs. Good question though. Do I have anything I could... I don't think I have any throwing knives because I sold them off. Could be useful for pulling in here though. Let's make some darts. I'm gonna pick this up first. Because these dogs are not fucking around. Ah! Been outflanked. Dogs are the worst. Alright, I don't need the darts yet because I can pull just a couple at a time this way. But when it comes to the guy at the top, I'll have to be more careful. Yeah, right up the butt.
2020. Good lord, this person doesn't post much at all, do they?
Barely hear what you're saying there, Blast.
Somebody's post on Twitch, and I just scrolled a little bit down, and at the post from 2021, it said, wow, this person doesn't post much at all, do they?
Guess not.
It just caught my eye because of something they put in Twitter. Now I'm actually having to look up to see if platforms switch to see if anything this person was asking for has happened. They put on there, Nintendo bring these to the Switch. One was Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, and Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. And this was, they said 2021 when it was the 35th anniversary of Legend of Zelda.
I really like Twilight Princess. That was quite a lot of fun.
No, I don't see him for the Switch.
Not even the online store?
No, I'm looking at games. I typed in the search bar Legend of Zelda, then I had games, and then games for the Switch. Only ones we got there, of course, we got Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword,
Your whole storage room.
Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword, Link's Awakening, and compares the upcoming game Tears of the Kingdom, which is coming out in May. Nope.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what that's going to be like.
We have other. Let's see what we got here. We're looking at the 3 of the DS games. A Link Between Worlds, A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time.
I never played A Link Between Worlds. I want to play that someday.
Majora's Mask, Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Link's Awakening, and Triforce Heroes.
I think Triforce Heroes is one of those multiplayer ones, isn't it? Like 4 swords.
Don't have a DS, so I've never known. Oh, we also have Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer, featuring the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I've seen somebody else play that. I'm not good at rhythm games, but
yeah,
it's very pretty.
So basically, yeah, this one. Wasn't there also it's not Legend of Zelda, but it's Hyrule Warriors. That was it. Which was like that was hack and slash.
It's like Dynasty Warriors.
Right.
Yeah. But Zelda stuff. They made 2 of them,
Right.
I think.
Yeah. There's Hyrule Warriors and
The second one was based on Breath
Age
of the
of
Wild's
Calamity.
world.
Right. This is set like as a prequel to Breath of the Wild.
I don't know, actually.
Let me see. Age of Calamity. See Hyrule 100 years before the Legend of
Oh, there
Breath of the Wild,
There you go.
and experience the events of the Great Calamity.
I've never played any of those games,
Me neither.
like Dynasty Warriors or anything.
Never played any of those. The only ones that I was interested in Dynasty Warriors, and what was the other one? There was like the samurai version of it. Goku Basara.
I thought that's what Dynasty Warriors was.
Dynasty
Actually,
Warriors.
no, Dynasty
set in
Warriors is Chinese, isn't it?
China, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was mainly interested in Sengoku Basara because I had watched the anime based on it, which was really cool. Let's see. Now, the only Dynasty Warriors I see for the Switch are 8 and 9.
If I was ever going to play a game like that, I'd probably play a Hyrule one because it's Zelda. Hey, do you like,
We have-
do you like my new helmet?
Hang on. What the? I don't. What a big feather.
Yeah, somebody shot a giant arrow at my face.
That looks like something that would happen after, what was it? I was watching Soviet Woman. The guy's playing Mordhau.
Oh, yeah.
The guy's just got a spear stuck in his neck, and you can see him moving the camera. You bastard! You bastard!
Sounds about right.
Flemington got an arrow like right through his head, and he pans back to see the full effect, and here, so he just go, ow!
Reminds me of the that scene in Ace Ventura where he's got arrows in both of his legs and he's going,
Oh,
ah.
Oh, then of course the great from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's it for you, sir.
Yep.
You remember that one? Yeah. Shoots the boom.
I think
That's it for you, sir.
I think I'll pull through, sir.
I say, no, just stay there. All right, I'll wait here then. Ooh! I don't think it went up his bunghole. I don't blame him for making that face then.
Yeah. Ooh, that's what he said too. Ow! Not it.
That was rude. Uncalled for.
So yeah, the people of this castle were using these misbegotten as slave labor, basically, and they had an uprising.
There is a Samurai Warriors game, which has
Samurai Warriors.
number
Oh, no, wait, that's
5.
skeletons.
Yeah. Hello.
So what game are you playing?
And if only it said right there on the stream.
I know, if only I was looking at the stream.
Crazy idea.
I know, right?
Madness.
Oh, just a little indie game you might not have heard of it. It's called Elden Ring.
Yep, you're right. A little game I've never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least never played.
Ah, big difference there. Actually, wait. No, I don't want to go down here yet.
Spear sword. Obviously the best choice of weapon.
Well, I can go back up and talk to the guy later. We're almost out of time for the day anyway, so I'll just forge forward and get a couple more things done in here. Yeah.
Just break everything. Collateral damage.
Yep.
Why? Because you just like doing everything.
Because we can.
Jeez.
Pickled
Jeez, why'd
turtleneck.
you- Jeez, why did you do that to the poor guy? He was just sitting there sleeping.
Who wants pickled turtleneck? I'm not talking about the sweater.
Okay. Oh, this is a thing, and it took me. I never realized
Jeez, you clean the staff that's just wiping the floors clean. Jeez, these poor
I know.
guys.
So rude.
the mock turtle in Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. I always wondered why does it
Through
have
the
a...
Looking Glass, I think, is when they had the mock turtle.
Okay, I kind of
What?
put.
Why did they have
both-
what?
I kind of put both of them together. The mock turtle, why did it have like a cow's head?
Because it wasn't a real turtle.
Well, no. Yeah, but why specifically a cow? And I found
Yeah.
out. There's a thing, it's called mock turtle soup. Like, turtle soup is apparently I've never had it before, apparently it's good. But you can do I guess a convincing fake of it which uses veal.
Should have been a very young turtle head then.
But yeah, I guess a cow, calf, head. But yeah, and probably why it was singing a love song to soup.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense then.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know no way later, but yeah.
Well, Lewis Carroll took a lot from British society when he did that.
Oh well,
Those
yeah.
two.
Well, he
why do you-
was British, wasn't he?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I think he was a mathematician or something.
My favorite is still the meme that has the picture of there's a illustration of Alice sitting there with her sister and the caption, "I done seen some weird shit."
Mhm.
Now my other favorite is I edited that further and make the sister now look like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. And said, I hadn't seen some weird shit. So I think I got these shoes off of one I dropped the house on.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dorothy. You had a weird little situation going on, but you can't touch what the shit Alice has seen.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We got a talking scarecrow, man, flying monkeys. I mean, that's pretty weird shit too.
Mock turtle.
Witch that melts when you throw water on her.
Well, you would actually have a good laugh if you knew where the Cheshire Cat came from in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
In Cheshire County, they was a place that grew a lot. That had a lot of milk cows, and so produced a lot of dairy, like butters and cheeses.
Right.
There was a particular brand of cheese that came from Cheshire that actually came in the form of a cat.
Oh.
In fact, there was actually a stone that was like a stone marker of that actually Lewis Carroll called the inspiration for it, where it was a smiling cat on the headstone.
Oh wow!
And yeah, that's where the Cheshire Cat comes from. It's from Cheshire cheese.
Yeah,
that is kind of amusing.
Yeah, because why was the cat smiling? It's because there was so much milk in the county.
Oh
that,
yeah.
That was the joke.
Yeah, it's not much of a cheese shop, is it? That was the thing, the old Monty Python cheese shop sketch. One thing after was Cheshire cheese. And of course, they didn't have that either.
Heck, in Alice in Wonderland, it was based. A lot of the places and such are based off of a chess set.
Oh wow! Yeah, chess set, playing cards, everything else.
No, the playing cards was something that Disney came up with to modernize it.
Well,
so what was So was it just the Red Queen then, and not the Queen of Hearts originally?
Yeah, the Queen of Hearts was in the first book, wasn't she? With the whole trial and everything, where she said, "You're nothing but a pack of cards."
Again, that's in the Disney version, though, right?
It's in the book too.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think the cards was in the second book, Through the Looking Glass.
I think it's the first one because that's kind of how it ends right before she wakes up again, or whatever. But like the whole jury box overturns and the whole pack of cards is flying up at her. There's a famous illustration about it.
Mm.
You know, I can never see a character sliding down a ladder without getting that one image. You know the one. Where the guy's got like the pointed helmet on. It's like.
Yep. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, that's from Bloodborne.
Oh, of course.
Same developer.
Oh, I know. But that's the thing. I think everybody's gonna get that image.
Yep.
Let's see.
Remember that the Jabberwocky was in the Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah.
Snick snack.
Which is based off of the classic poem.
Yeah, which I think was also written by Lewis Carroll.
I'm not sure if it was or wasn't, but
and which is why if you play the American McGee's Alice video game, you get the Vorpal knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Vorpal sword or knife was from the books.
Yeah, Vorpal sword is what they did in D&D, but it was a knife in the Wonderland stuff. Geronimo!
Alice in Wonderland, that was it.
Yep. Now, when you look at Disney's Alice in Wonderland, it takes stuff from both books.
I'll take stuff from both books, yeah. Where you get the, like, I think the Walrus and the Carpenter was from Through the Looking Glass.
No, that shit was fucked up.
No, the Walrus and the Carpenter was from Alice in Wonderland. Through the Looking Glass had the Griffin, the Mock Turtle.
Why the hell did he decide to put that Walrus and Carpenter shit in a kid's story is beyond me.
No, you're right. No, it says Wallace and Carter's narrative poem appears in Through the Looking Glass.
Oh.
That shit's fucked up.
Now, have you ever seen... Yeah, ever seen the movie Jabberwocky?
Unfortunately.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Didn't really like it.
It was bizarre.
Well, it was a Monty Python movie
without being an unofficial Monty Python movie, kind of like fucking Time Bandits.
Time Bandits, Jabberwocky, and the Many Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Yeah.
Which Many Adventures of Baron Munchausen is actually an 1800s book.
Oh yeah, I've seen another version of that story, another movie based on that. It was a German movie.
All right, let's see who we can raid today. We'll leave the adventure here for now.
Let's see. Luca. We got